like 4 years ago. Like, how privileged to be here. Some of y'all are probably wondering what the hell I'm doing here. If you don't know why I'm here, or you do, there's only two reasons. I also heard Mr. O'Connor was joking, saying something like, I'm not the only old boy of this school. And he's not wrong. I actually have a master's degree in stand-downs, expulsions and suspensions from every school. My first school I went to was St. Peter's, and I lasted, I think, 3 terms there, and then I got expelled from that school. And then I came to Boys High, and I lasted actually a world record 1 year, and got expelled the next. Now, you're probably wondering why, and it's a thing I used to do a lot, and see, I love hip-hop. Now, I'm not sure, is there anyone else there that likes hip-hop? When you have to. Come on, hey, some of the oldies up in the back there, eh? Cheer. Hey, they all say black people have rhythm, so I figured I'm like halfway or something like that. So, I love beatbox, mainly, and I started beatboxing when I was about 9. Now, the moral behind this story, and you might recognize this quote, is something like, Nil boni sine labore. Now, the thing is, when I started beatboxing at Boys High, I'm also here to apologize to all the teachers that ever taught me, because I know that was a hard few years of your life, but I'm here to sort of let you know that I'm doing well, and yeah, let's just get started with our first teacher. Does anyone know, look, I'm not even going to say his name, I'm just going to see, the thing is, when I was 3rd form, I got moved to do they still call it Devos or developmentals? In other words, the ones who piss around in class and don't do their work, yeah. I got shifted off to this English class, and there was a teacher in here. Now, most people in life, you go through doing all kinds of different jobs. I've pushed trolleys at the warehouse, and now I work at Les Mills in Wellington, one of the best gyms in the country. But there's one guy who was a prison guard for 20 years, and then he became an English teacher. Okay. Now anyway, if you don't know this teacher's just like, thank God he don't have a gun, he'd probably shoot us all in here. That's why he's not here tonight. Now, I used to come, like, he was actually, he was on the door tonight, security, and I was walking past, and then, oi, where are you supposed to be? Now the thing is, you cannot answer this teacher back, because before you even go to say something, no, shut up, no, sit down and shut up. Like, he could have his own TV show like Johansson Kyle or something, eh? Like, everyone trying to, no, shut up, no, sit down and... He must have the best marriage life ever, because his wife ain't gonna argue it. He's like, no, shut up. Sit down and shut up. And obviously with beatbox, I love to put stuff together and impersonations, and the first time I walked into Johansson's class, it wasn't the best, you know, see me, I'm this little hyper. And he's not like that at all, he's not jiggy with it. Not Johansson anyway. The only thing jiggy is his keys around his thing, and he jingles them one way and he jingles them another. And he just does the whole thing again and again. Assembly, yeah. So one day I walked into his class. How's it going, Mr. Johansson? My name is, I know you are, and I'm going to kick you out if you don't sit down and shut up. So I thought, alright, that's cool, and I went away and I actually practiced this voice of his, because I had nothing else to do. I spent most of my life in my bedroom, because that's where my dad sent me after school. So I stayed there, and then one day I went back. Hey, Mr. Johansson. What, Edwards? I've been practicing something. Do you know what beatboxing is? Sit down, and before you interrupt me, I was like, alright. Oi, you, come here. Oi, you. Come here. Sit down and shut up. And that's how I became his favourite student and got expelled the year after. But anyway, another teacher who cracks me up, I can't actually impersonate him too well. I don't know if he's still here, but I'm a real observant person at school and stuff, and I used to sit in assembly and watch all the teachers' facials, because they'd all sit in the same rows and same chairs, and you had this one teacher who'd sit there, you might recognise his face. Do you recognise it? Was that Mr. Belgium? Yeah, I thought so. Honestly, you should make ice cream with that guy. When I was like 13 years old, it was like being at primary. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna make some ice cream. And he had that recipe on lock, man. Mr. Meldrum, you've got to give it up to him. And then you've got other people who are not quiet at all, like Gosling. Is he still here? I'm sure I heard him from Wellington. Oi, go here! I said, don't talk back to me, boy! Oh, I don't know what, yeah, that's why I'm just happy I left. But it's good to be back here, and like I said, Mr. O'Connor, I know you took the piss out of me this morning and put my video up on the show the whole school. That's alright. I have to give it up to you, the job that you have. I mean, look, being the principal of Boys High, that's some bragging rights right there, but when you have to stand up and do the same speech and say the same prayer every morning, every year, man, it must get a bit tiring. I actually, like I said, I'm observant, and I watch Mr. O'Connor every time he stands up. He doesn't look excited at all. Boys, please stand. Say the Lord's Prayer with me, please. I feel you, brother, I feel you. And so that's when I came into it. Now the thing is, another reason they were pretty upset with me being at the school is because I used to have rap battles at lunchtimes and stuff. Now it wasn't the fact that they said I was drawing inappropriate attention, it was more the fact that everybody would gather around and leave their rubbish, and then by the time interval was up there was a big pile. But why did you guys hire the cleaners for in the first place? Hey, someone needs to do the job, mate. Oh. Carrying on, so the last thing that if one of the teachers, I won't point them out, I can't even remember, I think it was, oh, Mr. Sinclair, is he in here? Mr. Sinclair, where is he? I can't see him anyway. Church, brother, church. I just want to say a big thank you very much to you two for knocking some sense into me. I'll also say, who's year 12 and year 13 in here? Yeah. Alright, look, I don't mean to put anyone on the spot or offend anyone, but how hard is it to keep a good, conversation and take Mr. Sinclair seriously when his daughter's standing next to me? I was like, hey. Every dad should be privileged to know he has a beautiful daughter. I'm just saying. I'm standing there, I'm just like, yes, ma'am, my new school's good, thank you, sir. It's, if only I could sing, mate, if only I could sing. Anyway, so Mr. Johan, I'm just thinking about the list of teachers that I wanted to get back at for the past 4 years, man. I ain't forgotten about that. But one teacher says, Josh, if you don't get your act together and you don't sort your life out, you're going to be at the warehouse for the rest of your life. And I took that on board. And I've been working it ever since, but we're just going to get straight into some beatboxing because this is what I love to do best. So dedicated to my brother with the camera right there, we'll get into something like put your hands up, ladies. This is the first part for y'all anyway. Hope y'all enjoyed that. See, it's good to see the next generation all moving up. I hope y'all go to university. It's like being unemployed except your parents are still proud of you, but still take that opportunity. But seriously, if I could recommend any course, if anyone's into the sport in the personal training industry, NZIS, Institute of Sport, that's the way to go. I just been down in Wellington studying and it's working out well. And I never got kicked out of there either, so I'm making some progress here.